Hello, I'm Peter Walton from Zenith, and we're talking to you today with a year-end summary and a Christmas update. Well, 2022 has certainly been an interesting year, dominated by two main events. The first one was the invasion by Russia in Ukraine in February of this year. And the other one has been the event of rising inflation, which has caused rising interest rates as reserve banks around the world have taken action to try and control inflation. This has had a negative impact overall on investment markets, with most sectors down, most companies down. Of course, there are exceptions, but generally speaking, most indexes are lower than they were at this time last year. Taking the inflation and interest rate matter first, in one sense that's not as much a concern for us because that tends to happen in a cycle. Inflation has been rising and has caused interest rates to rise, but that will stop at some point, and perhaps we are now closer to the end of that cycle than the beginning of that cycle. This seems more likely than not that there will be some further interest rate rises in the new year, 2023, but perhaps not that many more. And as markets absorb that information, things should stabilise. The war in Ukraine, though, is a different matter, and as we sit here today, the outcome is quite uncertain. It seems that Russia is not in a position to win the war, nor is it in a position to retreat. So what will eventuate is very hard to predict, and I think we all hope that it ends peacefully and that Ukraine have a future. From the portfolio point of view, we have recently completed some minor adjustments in the portfolios. Overall, our weightings are fairly normal in terms of the percentage in growth assets, the percentage in defensive assets. We often tweak them a little bit, looking for things that have either higher ratings or appear more attractive on valuation grounds. We also tend to rebalance cash balances from time to time as amounts increase and decrease as distributions come in or as drawings are made. Please feel free to have a look at your portfolio. You'll see the changes, but they're not major changes, as I said. And in the meantime, we hope that you have a good festive season with family and friends, and we also hope that 2023 is a very good year for all. Thank you, and speak again soon.